Side line isometric into isotonics. So essentially we're going to do a side line hip abduction, raise and hold, and then we're going to go through repetitions and then even have a isometric hold on the last rep. So essentially what you're going to do is you're going to lay on one side of your body, and you want to think about being very comfortable, so that front knee is lifted towards your chest without any pinching, and you can make a pillow with your bottom arm. Now, the biggest thing you want to think about is during this movement, we don't want to see too much movement coming from the spine or your hips opening up. So my belt buckle is facing towards the camera. Okay, now the working leg is going to be the leg that's behind and on top. So a lot of common mistakes that you'll see people do on this exercise is as they lift their leg, it'll start coming forward, which can indicate different things going on. But we want to essentially keep this leg about 45 degrees in back. Now, the next cue I'm going to emphasize is to get more of that hip muscle to work, that outer back glute. You want to think about imagining somebody's pulling your leg away from you, like somebody's like suctioning away your hip out of your socket. So think about you're kicking your heel out, like almost like you're making your leg nice and long before you even start. You might even get a stretch on that lower back region. Now you can have your hand resting in front of you just for support, and you're going to lift your leg. Again, imagine somebody's pulling your heel out, so you're almost pushing your heel out as you hold that position. We're gonna hold the first rep for about 10 seconds, or the prescribed amount of time. What you should be feeling as you're holding this position is your outer hip starting to work. You shouldn't feel your low back. If you feel like you're using your low back, then your pelvis is not positioned correctly in front of you, or you're starting with your spine opened up. So again, you're stacked on your body. I like putting my hand on my hip just to kind of isolate that a little bit more. Again, I'm gonna hold that for the prescribed amount of time. After that, that's our isometric. Then we're gonna go into repetition. So you're gonna lightly tap the foot, pause 1 full second, lightly tap the foot, raise it up, pause 1 full second. And as you can see, I'm not moving my spine nor my pelvis. I'm moving through my hip joint. My leg is the only thing that's moving. As you're performing this, make sure you're breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. And again, you're starting to engage and fatigue the back hip. Okay, on that last repetition, you're gonna hold it again for the prescribed amount of time. Again, imagine somebody's pulling your heel out, so get that leg nice and long, and you should feel that outer hip engage and work. That is our hip abduction isometric in 2 reps, plus an isometric at the